Tush Push, pro or against?
Oh, I'm against it. And I think the competition committee is against it too, but I want to make sure before they bring it to the owners, they have the 24 votes. It's a non-athletic play. It's a rugby play. It's not an execution play. You can't tell me in the Ford dealership in Canton, Ohio in 1920, they envisioned this kind of play where you push people behind the line of scrimmage to get a first down. I don't like it at all. It's nothing against the Eagles. They've perfected it. But Washington made a joke of it in the championship game, jumping off sides all those times, trying to time the hit right. I don't like the play. I really don't. I like to see him get rid of it. I know Goodell, I've heard, doesn't like it either. We'll have to wait and see. They got to get the votes. You got to get 24 votes, and obviously Philadelphia is going to vote for it. So you got to get out of the 31 votes, you got to get 24 owners to go along with it. We shall see. But I hate the play, Susie. I hate the play.
Last question: in all of sports, what would you ban? Like, it could be a play in anything. I don't care if it's hockey. I don't care if it's baseball. You're now the commissioner of all sports, Christopher Russo. What do you ban?
In each individual sport or overall?
And just one. You give me one. Every sport, you get to pick one. So
fantasy.
That's one thing.
Fantasy. I hate the fantasy angle. Players rooting for people rooting for players instead of rooting for teams. The fans who bet money getting annoyed that their running back they selected that week didn't get his 46 yards rushing, and he got 43, and so he texts him after the game. Or he puts on his Instagram. He kills the player. I think the fantasy, and that's not where I grew up from as far as following sports. That's not, it's always about the team instead of the player. I hate the fantasy. And I'd also, in every sport, I'd shorten a regular season. I think it's the second thing I would consider. The NBA regular season is unbelievably way too long. So is the NHL. Football, they're going to add more games. I like to take them less. 16 is perfect. We don't need 18. We're going to have that down the road. And baseball's got 162 games. I think we can live with 154. So I think, and the seasons just never end. So I think the length of each regular season is too long, and I don't like the fantasy. Those two things, Suze.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S. Search Rich Eisen Show on your Roku device for daily replays.